This is a new retro looking van called the Summer from China. It's just $38,000. Now take a look in the inside. I love the way this thing looks. Look at that white interior with the timber floor.
Okay.
Looks like a yacht in there. Do you imagine cruising around in this? It's going to turn some heads. Modern retro look, $38,000, 800 Ks range. What do you guys think? Would you have one?
For $38,000, I'm definitely buying this. It looks like a vintage car. It looks like a vintage car with updated features, which is the best thing you can find, because you don't want to be having an old car that requires parts that are expensive and hard to find and deal with all that fixing. I know some of y'all like to do all of that, but some people who just want to drive around, look good with these cars, this is the perfect blend between those two worlds. I know a lot of people will push back against this, but let me know down in the comment section. Do you think China replicating vintage cars is going to affect the prices of those original vintage cars? I'm looking forward to the China-made cars arriving in Canada this year. The ones that they're bringing are really nice, but I hope they can also bring these ones as well.
Check this out. This is a new retro hybrid car from China. Two-door convertible. It's only $100,000. This thing looks incredible. Have a look at the inside, all white interior. Now, only 100 of these were made and they're all sold, but they're bringing out a four-door version, which you can buy, and that's only $50,000. What do you guys think?
Now, I would have preferred the two-door, but 100K is a little crazy. But the four-door, I don't know. Y'all about to make me broke because of this. A car with the 50s look and modern tech is pretty much my dream. I told you, especially in this world where all of the cars look all the same. The only thing that differentiates you between you and the next person is either the fact that they have a spoiler or it's a different color, but they all look the same. This is the best replacement for that. Hey, this is starting to look like we're going to take it back to the 90s kind of vibe. No, not 90s, but 60s kind of vibe.
China is reviving classic cars, and they are doing so in spectacular fashion. Check at this, it looks like a Cadillac. How insane. But then you look at the interior, so this one looks like an old Corvette. Look at that. Fully modernized interior with screens and everything. Look at the chrome. Oh my word, they're doing it with motorbikes as well. As you can see, here's another Corvette looking one, so cool. And here's a T2, T1 VW camper van sort of thing. Whoa, crazy. Well, it's even got 3 doors. I feel like a missed opportunity for a suicide door, this. Very much missed opportunity. But nevertheless, check at that. And then you get this like retro design. Oh my word, guys. No ways. It's out of hand. Check at this thing. Can you explain me about this? Wow, guys.
China is gonna give a lot of people some hell.
I visited the factory that's remanufacturing A86 bodies. One of the Bronco bodies they manufactured recently sold for $400,000 at Barrett-Jackson. The prices for these brand new bodies start at $9,500 for both the A86 and the 240Z body. Their newest chassis is the 1967 Ford Mustang that costs around $16,000 US. Considering how much labor and man hours it takes to do something at this scale, it really is incredible. They are only able to achieve this because 95% of the process behind building these bodies is done in-house.
This is an A86 chassis made by a company in China. Something like this would cost you $14,000 shipped to your door from their California warehouse. But is that worth it? I don't know. Let's take a closer look. From far, it's not bad, but the details are where it gets a little spotty. Like this area has some shoddy spot welds. Doesn't look like the manufacturing is great here. Around the car, you find a lot of like jagged edges, stuff you definitely do not want to touch with your finger. I'm no engineering student. I got my degree in marketing, but this just doesn't look super right to me. There's inconsistency in the ceiling. This side looks patched up a lot more than this side. Holes like that in the ceiling is what's going to cause water to get in and you're just going to get rust. But at first glance, it looks pretty damn good. The question is, why would you get this for $14,000 when you could probably get a real 8.6 for $6 grand more? I guess no rust, straight body, a brand new chassis that's never been driven. Those are all the pros. But before they refine it a little bit and fix some of those errors, I think there's too many cons. And at the end of the day, can you even consider a real A86? It didn't come from Toyota. But to be fair, I think the 8.6 is one of their newer bodies they're building. The ones like the FJ and the Discovery, I think they've done for a while, and those seem a lot cleaner and more buttoned up.
Honestly, give it time. The first round is going to be worse, but as time goes by, they're definitely going to improve on it. And I'm pretty sure this type of feedback is definitely going to help them on that. Have you seen OEM build quality? This is right on par with how they come from factory. I don't think so. Let's just keep it a bean. When Japanese people make their cars, they really do a spectacular work on them.
All right, guys, get excited. If you have a 40 Series Land Cruiser and you want a replacement body, you don't have to go fiberglass. You can order this full body from the guys at Juncheng. So the website is carbody.com. Now they manufacture this full shell to go directly on your car, and it's full steel available. They do have other cars as well, but this one here is the one that I know that you will all want, because these are getting harder and harder to find without rust. So if you want a full shell replacement, you can get it and you can check them out. That's their details there.
Okay, so this is pretty crazy. I don't know if they crossed the line with this one, but a Chinese manufacturer decided to make a shell and full interior complete package for the Mercedes W465. This is yeah. The only thing is missing is the motor and the suspension. So imagine if you buy one, I don't know, crash, you just have a perfect shell in the interior already done. Just, I don't know. It's just crossing the line.
Hey, it's fair game. People want to look rich, and this is the best way to do it. Just ordered one 4 days ago in black metallic, just paid $11,000. Jesus, it's that cheap? So the engine is the part where you might spend a little bit more, but when you put that together, it probably might not even be more than $70K. I need a shell of a Range Rover so that I can put a Toyota engine in it. Ooh, that would be so good. Or if you could put a Hellcat engine in there. Oh my God. Now the possibilities of what you can do are just endless when you think about this. The only thing that would hurt you is if you try to sell the car, you're not going to get the value that you're looking for. You kind of have to do a lot of explaining. So this would probably only work for people who want to keep the car for like forever. Someone's like, don't let Matt Watson find this.
So CES this year is mostly an AI cesspool, but there is one very analog, very old school thing I want to highlight, and it's this motorcycle, because it's no normal motorcycle. This thing is from Great Wall, which is a Chinese car company. Sub-brand is called Souo, S-O-U-O, and this thing has a flat 8. That is a Boxer 8, 8 cylinders, 2 liters, makes about 154 horsepower, 192 newton meters torque, 8-speed DCT. It has modern tech too, so it's not all analog. It has traction control, ABS. There's a lot of weird features on here. I want to show you. Let's take a look around. I just want to emphasize how shiny this bike is, because it's about the most reflective thing I have seen in this whole show. Everything is chrome, like the handles, like literally the handles. The handlebars, all the pedals, the valve covers, the beauty covers for the radiators. It's water cooled. Yeah, the pipes, everything here is chrome. Look at these are tie rods to connect the rods to the handles. It's not a direct connection, which is crazy. Come a little bit closer and you see the suspension here actually adaptive. It's very cool, again, very advanced for how old school it looks. I love this thing. This is the cruiser version, apparently. There's a touring version as well that I think has more like space for seats and storage and such, but this is definitely the one I choose. And apparently, they have told me, it is coming to America in 2027. Sign me up. I've never ridden a bike before, but I'm down. Like, put me in for one.
If there's one thing I want to campaign for in the near future, it's modern cars that have color and chrome and look like classic vintage cars, because these are stunning. And on that note, China's doing it. This is a Songsan, I think that's how they say it, a Songsan Dolphin. It looks like a vintage car, it's covered in chrome, and it is an EV. I really hope we see these EVs come to Australia, and I'm not opposed to them being petrol either. If we can just get this kind of style back in new school cars, that'd be great.
Anyway, let me know what your thoughts about how vintage cars are getting replicas being made in China. Would you guys ever cop one? Leave your comments down below. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. If it's your first time to the channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help out the channel. If you haven't also, check out this video. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. But nevertheless, I'll see you guys when I see you. Peace.